Can't find my phone. Now, one sec.
फोन
अब बैठ गया अपने फोन पे आई थिंक.
कोई निकला
अच्छा
नहीं
नहीं
पिट से।
नहीं.
ओह क्लाउडी हो गया है।
क्लाउडी हो गया.
हाँ
अभी
धूप
धूप
चला
है
गया।
अभी ये.
क्या यार कोई स्ट्रीम कर रहा है क्या? वांट टू सी एक्चुअली।
हाँ मैं फोन टेबल पे रखा था. Where is ये? Sir, 1 second. I will request an audio check. हाँ audio check sir. Sir, 1 second. I
जय
will
महाराष्ट्र एंड एल्पिन विल ऑलवेज रिमेन
हाँ
लव।
audio check sir.
जय महाराष्ट्र एंड एल्पिन विल ऑलवेज रिमेन
I
लव।
just had to let that play again on this stream because it is just
Truly, it has to
true
be played. It
words,
has to be.
beautiful words.
Are we there?
Yes, sir.
चलो।
All right. Hello and welcome everyone to the Indian Racing League Division 2 Season 11 race around beautiful Albert Park, and joining me is the even more beautiful PSI legends. PSI, how are you? Been a long time.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. You are beautiful too, Chips.
Hi, hi.
I cannot let that pass like that. But good to be
Hi.
back. Good to be back with you, Chips. Missed you.
Yes,
And
sir.
yeah, great weather today, Australia.
Definitely. Very much looking forward to the race here. It's becoming a very intense championship battle as I was on board with Archit, who has a little power drift through there and got a knock in the way. But yep, we have a fantastic championship in our hands here for D2. D1 was a pretty big snooze fest through and through, but D2 is fun. And I believe we have finally put an end to all the claims. We have PSI legends here with us. We have optical illusion there on the track.
Uh, well, that's the illusion, Chips.
That's the illusion.
We have someone going really slowly. The Haas. I'm not sure what's going on.
Archit.
Yeah, a lot of
Rahul?
traffic out there, Chips.
Lot of traffic, yep. This is a very, as we saw even in FP1 and FP2, it's very
Yeah,
hectic
it's
around
insane.
here. थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है, difficult to navigate your way through this tricky streets because I don't think anybody as of now has been able to set or rather get a proper lap in. Everybody who's started a lap has had to abort it due to some form of traffic, but Arshit goes P1 for now on those mediums. I have forgotten to enable the stat. Yeah. So we can see Vintage in P2 at the moment, but obviously that should change. He might go P1, he might be usurped by somebody, but yeah, let's see. So before the race starts, I just want to ask you, who's your money on for today?
I would put it on Shrikant because he really looks pacey, and the last race Shrikant did, honestly, that was one of the best performances I've seen by him because he was leading almost all the laps and he had insane pace in qualifying and the race. But here's the thing, Chips, and this is what makes things a little interesting. Obviously, I thought we go really quick there, but
Wow.
there's a 90% chance of rain in the race, according to Jill. So, are they all running high downforce? They should be, hopefully. But who's taking the gamble on what? That's the question.
Let's see. Let's see. I would personally love to see some rain spice things up as we see Domitor go P2. Okay, so he's not been able to beat Viper speed. Oh, that's a bit of a surprise. I didn't expect Domitor to have. I thought he would get pole, but nonetheless, provisional pole. Let's see. We have okay yellow for a Red Bull of Domitor is slow. Okay, nonetheless. Let's look at the others. We have Deadly Mosquito on a lap. We have Hershey on a lap as well. We have Ace about to start his lap. Let's follow somebody who will start their lap. And I can see a certain car in P7, sir. Would you like to take us to the remainder of their lap?
Yeah, I mean, it's literally me driving the car, so I don't know why you want to commentate on myself. but that's good braking there. He takes the curve, Rishabh, and he's not taking it very aggressively. That's a very composed lap, I would say. Going down to this corner, the curb on the inside, I'd like to call it the Dorito curve, chips.
Yep.
But he takes the exit curve really well. It's a fast right-hander here. Smooth on the power, brakes really late. Very cautious lap, I must say, and goes, whoa, full throttle on the last corner. That was medium PC coming into play. Crosses the line. Rishabh goes. Okay. Okay.
There's a song. There's a song somewhere. I know. There's just a song.
There's
somewhere.
yeah. I don't want to jinx my own roommate here because. But good job, Rishabh. Good job.
Yeah,
A
that's
knock on the
nice
wall
lap.
is enough.
Yeah, that's a nice
Knock on
lap.
the wall is enough. Yeah.
Nice lap. Deadly Mosquito also with a decent lap, a P2, 18-0. So good pace by, okay, tentatively good pace by him. Abdul Samad on his return, currently down in P9, so it's an Alpine sandwich for the entire field. P1 and P10. So we currently sit. Did we?
Yeah, bit of while since Abdul Racer.
Abdul, I think last season, season 10, the Hindi Spain wala race. The Spain race.
Yeah.
I think that's the one very last race. Naram chakke, kadak
something.
chakke. Yes.
Yeah.
What a beautiful language Hindi is. Seriously.
Truly.
We see Vintage Player starting his lap, so why don't we follow him for the
Go
entirety
for
of
it,
his
Chips,
lap?
go for it.
All right. Forgive me if I forget my corner names, numbers as well. Turn 1 and 2, a little hesitant, very hesitant. Oh, that's contact with the wall. I think that's the end of that lap for Vintage, but I think he is soldiering on despite that little scare there into the right-hander. Turn 3 where Mika Salo spun in 2002. Now coming up to this fast corner where Robert Kubica crashed out in 2009. And now coming up to the end of Sector 1, this is where I believe Alex Albon crashed in FP1 today. Nonetheless, coming up to this very fast reprofile section, I kind of sometimes get reminded of the old Australia layout when I'm trying to play the older games as well. So it's a little confusing at
Best
times.
layout.
Exactly, it's a lovely layout. I really do enjoy it. Truly the best
That's a
layout.
very interesting steering input from Vintage, I must say. So aggressive.
Yeah. So I can see many minute steering movements if you can see from his onboard.
Yeah, exactly. It's very. Oh,
that's a big steering input there. That was not a minor one, but yeah, it's not been a very particularly neat lap for Vintage players. So Purane Khiladi not having the best lap, coming up to the line and can only go P11 ahead of Abdul. So definitely there's more in the bag for him there. Let's have a look at some of this. Somebody who we should really be looking out for is the man currently in P19, Shrikant Das. Shrikant, obviously, I think he is. So the points table has not been updated with the stewards report. I was just looking out for that. I don't know what's happened in the D2 stewards report, but
I think there's just 2 points of difference between Shrikant and
yeah. As per Archit.
Oh, whoa.
What's happened? Is he blocking his own teammate?
I was about to say that. There was a huge, traffic ahead of Shrikant. So,
luckily for him, he's not going to catch that traffic, at least right now. The traffic should clear up soon enough. Whoever's the car... Oh, Shrikant's invalidated.
Shrikant has invalidated. Never mind.
That won't matter anyways. But yeah, that's... Archit
It's the Haas boys. It's the Haas boys going really slowly there. I'm not sure what was happening.
Who's the other Haas? I am Rahul, his teammate, is on an out lap.
Rahul.
There's a McLaren on a lap. That's Jen also on an out lap. Okay. So Jen could be... Yeah, a lot of cars on an out lap, that's true. I see about 6 or 7 or 8 names actually currently on an out lap. But I think Jin will be one of the more interesting ones to look out for. Jin, obviously, we know how fast he is. Do you expect him to be a contender for pole today?
For sure. I mean, his performance in Saudi was very good. He started in the back and then finished, almost won the race. But, I mean, in the end, Rahul got him. So, very, very strong performances from Jin as well. So, I expect nothing less from him. Let's see how it goes.
That's true. I couldn't cover the Saudi D2 race as I was covering the B1 race. But nonetheless, we have Jin navigating this quick section. He has a Ferrari and 2 Haas cars ahead of him who should not cause him any grief. DRS opened down this three-quarter section. I want to say turn 8, approaching 9 and 10. The Ferrari ahead will not cause him any issues or any dirty air for now. 9 and 10, and that's an invalidation already for Jin. That's an issue. Nonetheless, it was shaping up to be a good lap, but he will have to
Very
go
easy
again.
to invalidate here. Very
It
easy
is.
to invalidate here.
It's a very challenging track. It's very deceiving, I'll say. Australia. As we see Rahul coming up to the line, one of your favorite drivers, I think, Rahul, isn't he?
Truly, truly. Wrong
As
car though. In the oh, he goes quicker than Rishabh there.
he's been
So
on the pace this whole season. I must say that's not a really big surprise there, but I would expect optically. Okay, Ramen with a good lap. P2. Hello Basil. Hello Abhishek. Hello PSI. Nice to see everybody here. So nice to see everybody in the chat. We will
I
put
think
your
it's track evaluation as well. A little bit, Chips.
definitely. Track is evolving at a good rate. Track evolves pretty fast around here. Because I think what the game tries to replicate is the fact that this is a street circuit, so I don't think there's a particularly great amount of rubber on the track, as Deadly Mosquito almost loses the rear end. Track is a little green, I'll say, when the cars first hit the track. I think a few laps have been put in, so track should be in a much better space now. Let's see what Deadly Mosquito can do in P6 at the moment. Nice and gentle with the throttle there. DRS open out of the last corner and comes up to the line. Alfa Romeo driver will go up to P2. Nice effort. 2000 separating Deadly Mosquito and Ramen.
Yeah,
2000.
good pace there. The Haas's are crossing the line. No, they're both fitting. Never mind.
One interesting thing is that Viper Speed is still in P7. That is a very good start, I must say. As Shrikant coming up to the line, what can Shrikant do? He's on a scrub set, he can only do P5. No, he's not on a scrub set, sorry for that. He's on a fresh set and he can only do P5. He is half a second down on Rahul.
Yeah.
That's a little uncharacteristic of Shrikant.
But then again, we have no idea who's running what setups again, Chips, because some of them might be running a dry setup, some of them might be running a wet setup, or a hybrid one. Who knows? There's no clear picture here.
I think a hybrid setup might be a little difficult to navigate, given that you would be pretty slow on the straights, given you would be having a little extra downforce, but then you would also lose a lot of time in the wet if you're not running the appropriate wet setup.
I agree. Yeah.
Let's see. We have the race in just over 5.5 minutes time. I think that's about the time when we should see the quali screen disappear. As we have fair enough. I think that's about it, because we will see a lot of cars cross the line with about, say, 10 seconds to go, 3 seconds to go as such. So yeah, we have Smith on an out lap, we have Jin in the pit lane. So only 3 cars have not set a time as of now. That is Abhi, Jin and Smith, who we have on our screens right now. So, sir, why don't you take us through this lap with Smith?
Okay, on board with Smith as I quickly try to get Australia GP track corner number thing out because I want to get it right. But down to turn 1, he brakes really good. For turn 1, I think he should have bought that lap. But that was really. Yeah, that was really unfortunate there. The curb bounced him off. And it's a very tricky curb there, Chips. Like, sometimes it will like let you be and sometimes it will bounce you off. But Smith is continuing. He's not using ERS, so...
Yeah, I think he's just trying to get to the end of the lap. He can't go back in the pit lane. He can only stay out on the track and attempt...
Purple first sector.
Nah, that's...
I think that's a good
quote-unquote purple first sector. As Harshi has also made a mistake and has gone over the curbs at turn 5, 4.
I do hear voices from Rishabh's room, so I don't know if he's in a meeting. I should probably remind him to go out because it's getting late.
2.5 minutes left. Let's hope the voices stop and there is some engine noise instead of the voices. Soon enough. Let's hope for that. And for Viper Speed's sake, I hope this time round, just like he did in Miami, he has a good run. this time in the race as well. Doesn't disqualify himself like he did at Miami. So Viper Speed's an interesting driver in his element. He, as we can see right here, a lot of traffic coming out the pit lane. Let's just
There
disable
is a
all the
whole
HUD
lot of
and
traffic.
oh, that is gonna be very troublesome. That is gonna be, who was that? Was that Mosquito? That was probably Mosquito, yeah. So obviously Viper Speed not being able to complete this lap at racing speed. He will have
The
to.
Haas of Iron Rahul is really going. Both the Haases actually, not just Iron Rahul, are going really slow on their outlaps, which is causing a lot of pile up.
Yeah, I think we could see few drivers maybe not getting to the line in time because there will be a lot of back off. You don't.
Yeah, especially Rishabh is in the back of the pack here, so I don't
Yeah,
think.
I can see he's just
Uh,
starting the section. There's a lot of cars ahead of him. As oh my gosh,
oh no!
as you said
Drama. I literally
poetically,
said, I literally said they're going extremely slow.
poetic. You cannot be going that slow. I mean, you obviously you don't want to be getting in the way of others. You want to get
Oh
your run plan
man,
right.
that's
But Rahul has done himself absolutely zero favors, and Deadly Mosquito will also be under investigation because he impeded Viper Speed's lap. So at this point in time, Raman might inherit some extra points at the end if these two are investigated, Rahul and Deadly Mosquito. But yeah, they're all starting their final flying laps. I can't see the session timer because it's 45 seconds left on the clock. So everybody started their laps. Optical will get to the line in time. Where is Shrikant Das though? Shrikant Das is already
Shrikant is
on his
already
lap.
on the top.
Let's have a look at his lap. He's up by 2 tenths. All right, so that's already half the deficit to Rahul that he had. On the grass, Shrikant is leaving no stone unturned by the looks of it here. He is on the limit. We will follow him.
Two
Do
turns
let
down, sector two.
Who?
Oh, sector one. Sorry, sector one. Shrikant.
2.5 tenths of sector 2. This is shaping up to be a good lap, but is not enough to beat Rahul at the moment. Shrikant needs to pull out a magnificent final sector out of the bag here. Will he be able to do the Dorito curve? Well, let's have a look. Navigates it nicely though. Checkered flag is out. Falcon, Abdul, Abhi, and Smith could not get to the line in time. Jin could still get to the line in time. Domithor moves up to P2. Fantastic lap by him there, but what can his teammate do? Coming up to the line, there's an Aston Martin just crossed the line. We'll not focus on that for now. We'll focus on Shrikant Das. Shrikant Das coming up to the line in the Red Bull. P2! Not enough to beat Rahul, but that's still a good effort by him there right at the end. What about Mosquito? What about Rahul? Rahul coming up to the line. Can he improve? He cannot. He's down by half a second. What about Mosquito? Can Mosquito do something? Mosquito can't. What about Raman? This is his last gasp attempt. He can't. He can improve to P3 just behind Shrikant.
Optical. Rishabh.
Pole!
Oh!
Pole!
Oh man, that.
You could not have written that.
Oh no.
But we still have Jin, who has to come across the line. Can he steal
Oh yeah,
pole
don't count
away
him
from
out.
Optical? He can't. That's pole position for Optical Illusion.
Indeed.
That's a pole. That's a
It's a good
pole.
lap by me. It's a good lap by me.
Yes. And I think Ajitesh shares the same views.
Yes, of course. But
Wow. How?
that's a. I'm kind of speechless. That's good pace. He had a lot of confidence yesterday. I mean, he was telling me, but it's good to see. It's good to see he's doing well without me. But
How nice that the former Alpine pair from season 10 show up performs and the Alpine takes pole.
let's hope in the race it stays that way.
Yeah.
My money's on him. But it's a good lap by Rahul. Let's not disregard that. And it's a very tight field. I'm not gonna lie. Unfortunate with the penalties though. I don't know if.
We can see the top
know if,
12 separated by just over a second. Falcons just 1.2 behind. So it's a very closely knit field. We should have got the instant stab as well, which we could not. So I'm just going to take a little sip of water, and I hope there's water pouring down in the track as well in the form of rain droplets.
It's at 90%. Let's see. Let's truly see.
Do we bank on the 90? Do we bank on the 10? Let's find out. We bank on the. Come on, game.
We bank on
We
the
bank on the
loading.
90. Let's go.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm sorry if I shouted there. But holy damn! Literally, a dam has opened at this track or something because there's literally puddles, chips. There's
The
puddles on the track. It's
skies have
filled with
opened.
puddles.
The heavens have opened. Not just the skies, the heavens have opened. And there is rain bestowed upon us for this
Hope the
detailed race
Alpine
today.
gods bless us. Or bless the trip, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, this should be a
This
very
is
spicy race.
very spicy indeed because remember, Shrikant and Raman are fighting this track for the championships, and Raman is not driving the next race probably. So it's race critical for both of them to have a good chance for their own
Yes,
championships, and it's raining at a
it is.
track with walls and a very
Wow.
difficult one. But go ahead, Chips.
Let's go. We have the fifth light ahead of us. All the drivers as well, and it's lights out and they're off. It's a slow start. It's a tentative start for everybody. Look at how they're squirming around in the midfield there. Oh, I see contact between a Alfa Romeo and a Merc, I think it is. But as you go towards turn one, Optical still leads. Oh, I think Raman's gone onto the grass. Raman's lost quite a few positions there. Further back, I see people struggling and squirming to get the car in proper shape. Lots of positions being traded. We will have a look at that in just a moment. But crucially for the championship, Shrikant now has his teammate between himself and Raman, and Domitor would be quite a big deterrent to Raman's progress up the field as Viper Speed has gone backwards. Viper Speed is in the wall, and that's a VSC.
Big crash.
It's a VSC. It's a VSC. As a vintage
Yeah.
player going pretty slow there for some reason. He's had a moment. Not entirely sure what's happened there to him, but obviously we can't pull that up. Let's have a look at the position changes. So, okay, I think some people are missing their front wings. One of them is obviously vintage player. Let's have a look further back. So I see, is that Ace missing his front wing? No. So did you catch anything else on the race start side?
Unfortunately, I was just looking at the top, like the top five, the top seven. I was just watching over them. I think there was a lot of battling here and there in the midfield and the lower midfield, but yeah, who gained the most position? Let's see that.
That accolade would go to vintage player, but he has no front wing, so he will have to pit. As Abdul has left the session, if we can just send him in an extra invite.
Yeah,
Do you have
I'll
him
just do
added
that.
or?
I'll just try to send them.
All right, definitely that would be great. If you can't, then do let me know. I have him added, so I will.
Oh no, I can't invite him. It's not letting me invite him.
No worries, I shall do so. Forgive me, viewers. Just a moment. Where would
It's not
Abdul
letting me
be?
invite him. Sorry about that.
I think he is having his usual electricity issues. As I have invited him, and we still have the VSC, thankfully. As somebody in the pitch, that's Jin, who, if you could just follow that, if Jin has a front wing change
Very
incoming.
interesting. Why?
Oh,
has
and
Jin
Domitor goes
quitted?
onto the grass, and Raman goes for a mover on the outside, and he makes it stick. Raman's immediately made amends for the mistake he made, and Domitor's breaking very early. Does he have no confidence in the car? Does he have no confidence in setup at the moment? What's happened here? But yeah, what's happened further back? I think we saw Viper Speed with a wing change as well. But
A lot of wing
interesting.
changes here, including Jin. Jin did indeed have damage. So
That was a bit unexpected. Oh, I see Bullister onto the grass, and he should rejoin a bit safer, which he does. He stays out the way of the racing line and doesn't get in anybody's way. And I think that's going to cause Ace a little bit of grief. I think he had to take a little alternative line there as Archit is struggling. A lot of people. We have another
Oh!
VSC. For what? What's happened? Somebody's lost their wing again. Did Viper Speed
I mean, I see a
pit?
McLaren really.
No, Viper Speed pit, repaired his front wing, and he's lost his front wing again. I think that's what's happened because I can see him without a front wing right now.
Oh no.
I assume that's the reason. Nothing's certain. Nothing set in
Could have been a
stone.
mistake. Yeah, and speaking of
How many
mistakes,
people got a pen? Oh, it's
reminds
only...
me of Malav. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, two drive-throughs. Viper Speed is two drive-throughs.
Okay, that is literally Malav. Is my pushing
Singapore, the one. Oh, what's happening? Mosquitoes had a moment. Mosquito will cause Shrivat some trouble. Optical illusion with the fastest lap. Shrikant steals it from him, and this is super
Everyone
close
is stealing each other.
in the last corner. And wow, the game does look pretty nice in the rain. I must admit that. Let's have a look at the position changes once again. Deadly Mosquito in the pit lane. Will Falcon go for a move? Falcon will not go for a move right here. He will go for a move a bit later on in the lap, I feel. Setting up a good exit out of turn 2, but he does not get a good exit. Deadly Mosquito in the pit lane. Viper Speed is still trundling back to the pit lane. Let's have a look up front for a moment. We now have Rahul chasing after Raman. So,
Oh
do
no.
you expect him to cause Raman some trouble?
Honestly, I expect all of them to push really hard for this one. I hope they're not
It's
favoring one or the
only
other,
it's
but
only Shrikant
they
and
should
Raman who've
focus
got
on
something
their.
to lose.
Yeah, truly, truly. And
Oh, Sidvi's
oh,
hit the
what
wall.
happened?
Sidvi hit the wall pretty hard. He might have got some end plate damage, which may not be visible to us as Harshi will
Oh,
swoop
you
around
don't
his
want to
outside.
go.
And because we know Sidvi is a smart driver, Sidvi will not risk it. That's why Harshi's got through without any
Oh,
issues.
but now he has risked it. He has risked it now, Chips. And he's just parked it there. He's waiting for it.
Oh, that's a very gentleman driver-like thing to do. And that's another VSC. What the?
I think it's because Sid stopped on the track, right, to let everyone through. The game thought he
Let's
has
have
like
a look at
crashed.
others for once. Everybody looks fine, but yeah, that's. I think that's not what Sid should have done. He was ghosted. He ideally should have just got moving.
I
That's
tell
why I
you
said.
one thing, Chips. It's a good thing that this isn't happening in the dries, so many VSCs, because like strategy-wise, people would have pitted, some would have gained advantage. And
Um,
oh no, Viper
he
speed!
is on his final drive through. He will get disqualified now if he does not keep his speed under control. And this is exactly like Miami. He loves to get disqualified after qualifying well. I don't understand what he does or how he wants to go about his racing, but he's still going fast. Please, Viper, please. Deadly
Oh,
mosquito. Okay. He got it while going to the
wait,
pit
wait,
lane.
wait, what? And the game removed the DT. Like, like it doesn't show for me anymore. Like he has a DT.
For Deadly Mosquito?
Oh no, no, it's green flags. Never mind.
Yeah,
My bad. It's
Deadly
green flags.
immediately got his drive through out the way because he was in the pit lane.
That's nice. That's
So
nice.
I don't understand how he's gone about doing that. How he timed it to
Yeah.
perfection such that the moment the green flags came out, he was in the pit lane. But 3 laps in, we've rather 4 laps in, we've had 3 VSCs already. At most, we can have 2 more VSCs or safety cars, and that's it. It's gonna be green
Oh wait,
flags.
really?
Yeah, there's a cap. There's a cap of 5 on the.
So it's not XOR. It's either or basically. So
Yeah,
safety car and
it's
VSC count is the same. That's
yeah, they
interesting.
count as the same. I think that's the case because I think it was Mexico D2 where we saw quite a few safety cars. I think it was 4 or all 5 within the first 10 laps. That's D2 for you in a nutshell. But look at the rain down the main straight. Look at the downpour. You can't see the last corner from the first corner. Oh, somebody's had a
So
moment. Is
oh,
that's a wipe the speed? I think yeah. Just
it's Viper speed trying to get out of the way. He
so
just pitted. So
yeah,
yeah.
he will have to pit twice more. The
Oh yeah, the drive-through. I completely forgot.
He has a drive through, but the thing is now, Sidney with the fastest lap. So, Viper speed, he will get blue flags. He will be, I don't want to say hazard on the track, but he will be a car that the drivers will have to navigate. He could cause yellow flags. That could cause issues with people trying to overtake. As we
True.
know from a certain race in France, you don't want a lapped car anywhere near you when you're racing.
Also
Certain
true.
race. And yes, IRL lore, detailed IRL lore, as Smith and Falcon, two of the most experienced drivers on the D2 field. Yeah, both are champions, I believe. Yeah, they are both champions, D2 champions. Currently 9th and 10th. It's not a very good race for the season 6 and season 9 champions. As we have Bullister trying to make a move on Falcon. And I think he might be able to make it into the Dorito corner. Let's have a look. Falcon he's not even
Going
putting
on
up a
the.
defense. Oh,
It's
there
a
is contact. Yo,
the
Bullister.
contact.
Did Bullister come in too hot or did Falcon turn
Oh
in
no,
too
no,
early?
no,
Oh,
no, no, no.
Falcon has
It could be a
hit the
safety car.
wall.
It could be a safety car.
That's a safety car. That's a full course safety car. For the first time this race, we
Whoa.
have a full course safety car. What happened to Falcon there? Did he lose it while putting the throttle
So
down?
what happened was, since Bullista made the move on the inside, like I said, Chips, the Dorito corner is one of the worst corners ever because the car bounces on the inside to go wide at the exit. And Bullista unfortunately understeered into Falcon, who kind of touched Bullista and hit the wall in the end.
That's
The Ferraris really hate that corner, is what I'm going to say. VFix. But yeah, that corner is really unfortunate sometimes. But yeah, it is what it is.
true. The safety car is hiding in the shadows here. I hope all the drivers see it in time, as it's pretty much camouflaging into if it was green, it would have definitely camouflaged completely with the surroundings. Everybody is coming through without any issues. Crucially for the leaders, Optical, Shrikant, Raman, Rahul, and Co., they have beaten the safety car, so they will have the chance to change the strategy as per their choice.
Where do
But
you want to pick here?
if you
To be
are
honest,
Optical, Shrikant, Raman, Rahul, Domitor, etc., do you pit? Do you stay out? What do you do?
I have no idea because I have literally no idea how was the wear on the wet tires at a track like this, because I don't think it's looking like it's going to dry up, unless fingers crossed it does. But if it is drying up, then of course they'll stay out. But I guess we'll get our answers by what they decide to do, Chips. If it's looking like a full wet race, they pit. If it's looking like a dry in the end, they stay out.
Optical
And they're
is gonna
staying out.
pit.
Oh,
Optical
he's
is gonna pit.
pitting.
And nobody else is pitting. Nobody else is pitting from the top
Resha.
pack. You can go ask him what his intentions were. Ask
Nah, nah,
him.
I don't wanna annoy him. He's fully focused, but very interesting there by this
The
stupid
fact of the matter
glitch up.
remains,
But
though, he actually might have pulled out a master stroke here because, okay, look, Shrivat's also in the pit lane. I think one or two others might follow. As I see an Alpha Tauri into the pit lane, that is Viper speed. Never mind. I hope he knows you can't survey a drive through under safety car. Okay, just for reference, Viper's on lap 5, about to start lap 6, and the leader's on lap 7. So that's definitely going to be an issue. Because he has two more drive. Oh no, he's doing the pit stop.
okay,
Nonetheless, we will get to that in a moment. We have Ace in the pit lane as well. So, we have
I
just one
think
more guaranteed safety car after this. Should they all decide to stay out now, and should they time their strategy poorly, if Optical has good tire wear, he might have just pulled out a master stroke here. Because he is just P5. He has just the 4 cars ahead of him. He's not been overtaken by anybody like Harshi, Archit, Smith, and Co. So,
that's true. But like then again, Chips. Here's the thing: this track overtaking is a little risky, right? Already, and now it's raining. So, optical. I mean, Rishabh would have pace, but clearing that traffic, if he does he want to play it aggressive, does he want to save tires, it's all question marks right now, and I hope it plays out well for every one of them. But you know what this leads to, by the way? Shrikant on pole, Raman P2. That's all
just
I'm going to say and leave it at
let's do a little points table calculation
that.
here. 2 points separate them at the moment. Who has the fastest lap? I think it's across the start finish line.
Yeah, and then again, I must say, Raman, I mean, it's kind of unfortunate because I do see him struggling a bit during the first 6 laps or something. And Shrikant was doing a little better. Shrikant is like very close to optical. Perhaps he's saving ERS or something, or saving tires. I'm not really sure.
I
But
think
yeah,
it wasn't really
Raman.
sensible for Shrikant to, sorry, be pushing at that stage in the race. At this point, once we have the restart, I think he might look to push a little bit and
Mm,
build out a little gap because I think the top 5 at this point in time are in a league of their own right now. We have
yeah,
seen Jin and Smith charge their way back up the field, but they have quite a long way ahead of them to. There's lot of traffic to navigate, and it's not easy to navigate traffic. Even if you have the pace, traffic can be a real pain in the backside, in your rear wing.
rare wing, rare wing.
Yeah,
Diffuser, to be accurate.
diffuser. Diffusers are nicer to go about it. That's okay. It's a pain in the
Yeah.
diffuser.
By the way, Abdul hasn't actually joined the session. He can't join back, so that's unfortunate for
He's
him. He can't
texted.
take.
Has he texted that on the?
Yeah, no, he can't take control of the car. He can join back, but he can't take control of the car. That's why his car is ghosted. So, is
That's
the
very
safety car
unfortunate.
going to be in? I think it might, because
Yeah,
Daniel just
exactly.
joined.
We should have the
And if it's a late call, it might. And it is a late call. Wow.
That's just Codemasters for you. Don't expect anything.
It's gonna kill their tires. Wets and it's raining. They go too slow, it's killing their tires. But let's see how Shrikant does. Maybe we can be on board with him. He's still taking it. Still keeping Raman behind. Raman is close to him. Taking the wider line. Shrikant has not gone yet. Do you want to go till the line or do you want to go now? What would he do? And he's gone. He has caught Raman off guard by a bit, but the Haas had to lift off there, of course, before the line. You can't overtake.
Of course.
There are yellow flags, and I don't want to know who that is.
It's just too chaotic here. The midfield is really spicy here. We can see Sidvi. Oh, what's happening between Abhi and Jin? I think Abhi just left people by. Okay, Sidvi gets a penalty for ignoring a yellow flag. That is gonna hurt his chances of scoring good points in this race. And he makes a move on Shrivats. Shrivats will come back for more, but he's squeezed. Domitor. Did something happen there?
Optical made a move on Domitor. I'm pretty sure he didn't catch it, but that was a very good move. But yeah, up to P4 already, so the new tires are working perhaps.
Was there a did that cause a yellow flag or what?
I don't think so. I think it was some vintage player gets a free set.
And we have Harshi once again attempting a move at the chicane. This time around, he will not go for it because it is Domitor and not Sidvi. And
I don't know if Domitor forgot to heat up his tires properly because he's really struggling. He got ahead and then Harshi is
really tumbling back. I don't expect to see that from him.
As that understeer,
Harshi and Archit followed suit. And Archit trying to go down the inside, that could have ended nastily if they would have made contact there. But thankfully they didn't. As they go towards the last corner, and look at Domitor. He has zero negative confidence. I think he's forgotten his confidence in Portugal.
Oh,
yellow
safety. What? For what?
Not. Oh, Ballista's bended on the exit of the last corner.
Oh.
Please don't hit the rear wing. This is a very strange engine noise.
This is the final safety car, isn't it?
This is the final safety car. So they all have to pit now if they want to change the tires. I think Optical Illusion
will take the lead.
Will not pit. He should not pit, I feel.
Yeah, he should not pit. He should not pit, of course. But
because he has
Ballista.
Ballista has no front wing. Yeah, no front wing. What the speed? Does he still have a drive-through? He still has a drive-through. How many drive-throughs has he been able to serve? Because we have not been able to follow that. Every third lap there's a safety car, and we can't really follow that. So I think this is really not going well for Hyperspeed. Plus, the game doesn't let you unlap yourself for some fantastic
I'd argue Caesar needs to. Oh my God, he has done it, Chips.
The thing is, he did not. Oh, he did get a drive-through for speeding under the safety car again.
He did. I'm so sorry. I'm laughing so hard, but that's really funny.
Unfortunately, Viper sits all alone in the rain, and he is. Let's just look at everybody pit. I just want to see how many drive-throughs, because I think he got a few extra drive-throughs as well.
I'll have a look. Let's see if people pit first, though. I think they should.
Let's see what Shrikant. I think Shrikant will box. Shrikant will box.
They have to box. They have to box. Oh, that's a bait from Shrikant.
And Optical stays out, understandably so. But why on earth has Shrikant stayed out?
Masterclass from the Red Bull driver.
Even the other Red Bull is stayed out. Domitor's not pit either.
Is it going to dry out?
That's the only logical answer there, Sai.
Are they literally counting on it drying out? I wouldn't. Whoa.
Just want to say that the rain has eased up, but is not eased up by much. I don't expect to see the dry session anytime before lap 22, which is still 11 laps away. And they will all be under racing conditions, green flag conditions. Sorry. So I expect to see drivers struggle. Those who've stayed out, they will definitely have a tough time. But see, I don't expect Shrikant on 10 lap old tires to hold off Optical on 4 lap old tires.
No, that too. That I think is out of the question anyway, because anyway Rishabh was quick on the 8 lap old when people were 8 lap old. People had 8 lap old tires. But what concerns me here, Chips, is that there are a couple of fast drivers behind him, and they will catch up to Shrikant. So let's hope he doesn't lose a lot of positions when he does eventually quit for his own championship. But very
So
interesting call there.
let's have a
Very
look. Yeah. So that is actually pretty interesting. So championship signing, obviously they are irrelevant right now because one driver's pit, one hasn't. But Raman currently in P12, Shrikant currently in P1. At this point, it would be 23 points. Shrikant would be 23 points in the lead at this point in time. Should the race finish as is. Do you expect Shrikant to struggle? Because he seems to be in control. He is confident about his pace. Obviously, it's a bold strategy call to take to not pit, but do you think he can say hang on to a
if
tentative
he
P3 P4 till the till the track dries out?
well, if the track dries out, which I don't know. I really don't know if it's going because see the thing that confuses me a lot here, Chips, is that if it was going to dry out, why did the people behind Shrikant quit? Right?
I don't think they
There's a lot.
expected so many safety cars.
Yeah, and there's a lot who pitted. Like 0 laps. Look at the number of people who are on like 0 lap old wets. Like a lot of people pitted, took the gamble in. So I'm kind of confused here to be very honest with you. But if
It
he's
is.
smart about this, he shouldn't hold up people. Domitor should hold up the pack behind him, of course. But
So the lucky thing for them is that also, this is what I wanted to also mention is that we have the very experienced pair of Smith and Jin who have also opted to stay out and not pit during this final safety car. So I think they are
hmm,
known for their good strategy calls and they are known for playing it a little smart as well. So I don't think they would have taken this call without thinking. I think the track is going to dry out. And as we know from this game, especially
it
from
dries
F1
out quickly.
22, it can dry out in one singular lap. It can go from this to bone dry in one lap. Trust Codemasters to do that. It has happened.
I would still give the advantage to people who pitted though, because the
Definitely,
wets have
definitely.
already worn out. And understeer is insane. Like we saw Bullister and the Falcon crash, the understeer is insane. So those who are on new wets, they need to really capitalize on this very moment. If it's going to dry out, you want to get your overtakes done as quickly as possible.
It's going to be a matter of survival as well. Can the old tire runners hold up the fresh runners as the safety cars in this lap as the pack starts to bunch up? It would be very interesting to get Raman's POV here because he will be in the midfield. That is also I think another reason why many didn't pit is because you just don't want to be in the midfield when
True,
the
true.
track is like this and when there's no grip available to you. You don't want to be in the
Probability of
midfield.
incidents and everything.
So Raman could have taken that risk without realizing that you could end up with a broken front wing or rear wing just because the driver ahead of you was a bit too. There you go. There you go.
Okay,
Sorry for that.
okay.
There you go. That's exactly what I was mentioning. You can get a penalty, you can get a broken front wing, chipped rear wing, anything, as Ballista Falcon still trading places. We'll not focus on that, we'll focus on optical. For now, we'll be on board with him. The driver best poised to steal the lead away from Shrikant, but he will have to navigate the
Touch wood.
restart well. Touch wood. As Shrikant has launched, and a little hesitant Shrikant there, and look further back. Domitor is nowhere. Archit is pretty close to him, but he is also not too eager to. He doesn't have the tires to make the move right now. As we see, Archit getting a much better run out of turn 2. As we go towards turn 3, will Archit go for a dive down the inside? Will Domitor allow it? I don't think he will. And he doesn't, but Domitor once again
Oh,
goes deep.
optical.
Optical is going for a move, is he?
No, Shrikant really made a big mistake there, so he's definitely under pressure here. A move could be on from the Alpine. Oh my god.
And let's have a look. Further back, there's two sets of battles going on. One behind Domitor and one behind Shrikant. The Red Bulls giving us so much popcorn today. As Optical around the outside. A phenomenal move there by the Alpine driver. You love to see it. You just love to see it. Alpine's making moves. Archit also making a move around the outside of Domitor. So both Red Bulls losing positions in the same set of racetrack, as Domitor can't do much. But Archer gets a pretty poor run out of turn 10. Sorry, the chicane, and coming up to the Dorito curb. Will Domitor go for an aggressive move? He will not, because he is a very smart driver. We've seen that time and time again, but no, he does run into the back of the Haas there. That's a little risky, a little troublesome. Further back, we see lots of positions being traded. Where somebody's lost the front wing.
Incident.
Is
Ramen safety car, right?
No safety car, no safety car. We can't have another safety car because of the game's brilliant rules. And that's I am Rahul. That is I am Rahul, who I believe he pit? He did pit. And he's lost his front wing. And he's having to box. That is Deadly Mosquito in the pits for the millionth time by the looks of it. How many times he's pitted in this race? Harshi in the pits as well.
Thank you, Basil.
Yeah, that's a nice compliment. I think he'll take that compliment, Baz. I think he'll take that compliment. Very happily as okay.
Ramen and the Ferrari. Whoa.
Ramen, does he need to be taking these risks? Does he? Because the thing is, there's a 3 second.
I can see desperation in Sevanya. I can see the desperation in
Sevanya needs to just take a chill pill. Just chill. Because there's a 3 second gap behind him. He has fresher tires than all those around him. He's on 3 lap old tires. That's the freshest. He's the. How do I want to frame this? He's the front runner amongst the fresh tires. Fresh tire runners.
Oh, that's a brilliant move by Sid Venkatesh. Oh no!
Srivatsa in the wall reverses. As Ramen.
It's the Merc that really scared me at that point, to be honest with you.
As Ramen goes for the switchback, Ramen gets the switchback. He might get 2 in the same piece of tarmac here, but nope. Abhi, never mind. Abhi does concede the position pretty easily. Does not hold up Ace. Does not hold up Ramen either. So now Ramen is in P8, and now Optical with the fastest lap. A 4.5 second gap to Srikanth.
Mind you, Rishabh at Monaco.
Come the dry stage of the track, this is gonna really pay dividends, because if he can continue to pull out a gap to Srikanth, this is only gonna give him the benefit of the doubt in terms of strategy, in terms of what tires to choose, be it mediums, be it softs, whatever he might choose to do should the rain dissipate. But he's still waiting for that, as Smith has a massive moment and Jin goes past. Sidvi gets a penalty, and
it's getting a lot of penalties. What's the penalty situation? Let me have a look.
Penalty situation is not
8 seconds, Sid.
Yes, Sid. That's. I think he went off at that one particular corner. It's turn 4, I want to say. You just go off there once, be it your first warning, be it your final warning, you will get a 9 second or an 8 second penalty. Regardless, I think Sid B has been a victim of that. He will probably want to get that removed. But we see Jin and Smith in tandem, and now we have Ramen behind them as Sid is struggling. Ace is hot on his heels. Could we see Ramen go for a move on Smith and Jin?
We could, but what I was calculating was I was seeing the gap between Ramen and Srikanth. It's down to 5 seconds now. It's teetering there. But Ramen really needs to get a move on Smith.
Ramen is. You can see the fresh tires are really benefiting those who made a pit stop. As look at the grip difference between Jin and Ramen. Between Smith and Ramen. My apologies there. Yeah. Sorry for that. As into turn 1 we go. Ramen will sensibly not go for a move here. What will Smith do? What will Ramen do? Let's have a look. On board with Ramen. Nice run for him, and he gets such superior traction there compared to Smith. And he'll make the move around the outside. That's a straightforward move there. Nothing that Smith could do. He has to brake early as well. These drivers who stayed out have really not done themselves any favors, Sai.
Yeah, like I told you, Chips, the wear on the tires is really not that great. Maybe if the track would have dried out, it would have been a different story. But this is. I'm very curious to see how Srikanth and Raman are going to play it out after this one.
That's going to be really something to look out for.
Because I think an overtake is coming. It's not far that we see Raman.
And there's another overtake coming here. Raman on Jin. I don't think it will stick though, because Jin will not let Raman pass. He gives him a little
very naughty
statement of intent. From Jin. That's a statement of intent there. I'm not gonna let you pass just because you're a championship contender. I will not let you pass. You will have to make it
Yeah.
legitimately. That's smart. I think that's fair from
Fair
Jin.
enough. Fair enough. Yeah,
No,
it's a
no
fair
picking
thing.
sides. No picking sides.
True.
And that's how you should race, ideally. Don't help others out. Yeah.
Unless you see a Ferrari or a Williams in D1.
Yeah, yeah. Unless exceptional circumstances, Sidvi, I think, has caused a temporary yellow flag, but he is back up and running. He's in
Vintage is
P10.
with 17 seconds of
Yeah,
penalty lead.
पुराने खिलाड़ी and सबसे पुराने खिलाड़ी are Linus Turn, 10 and 11, and we see them going towards turn one. Ramen.
No! Oh my
I,
God, I'm sorry.
the one thing he didn't have to do is the one thing he's done. Picked up a penalty. I cannot say any of it because you don't want to jinx the drivers. And I have been on and off
Whoa.
comms since season 7. There's a little, very minute, tiny thing called the commentator's curse, which comes into
Shrikant has
play every
zero
now and then.
warnings. Zero warnings, Shrikant. So
I think do you think that the pressure is getting to Raman being the championship leader?
it is. He is. I mean, he has to push Chips with his strategy right now, and Jin is not helping him at all. They are
Why?
going side by side.
And that is so. Raman is taking some unnecessary risks here. I think. Why take that chance? If it was anybody else, I think I don't want to call names or anything because I don't want to do that. But not many others would have left as much space to exist as Jin did. Others would have just put him into the wall there. I don't think Raman needs to be making these kind of moves here. He just needs to play it safe. He has a tire advantage. He made a fantastic move on Smith, and now Smith is falling back. You can see he's
Oh,
been
Jin
overtaken
has
by
really struggled
Falcon,
there.
and there's going to be a drag race, but that's not going to be a drag race for long because Raman got a much better exit, and he's now ahead of Jin. So Smith has fallen to
No,
8th position.
I think. See, as much as we look at it from outside this race, we have to consider his point of view as well, right? And I think it's understandable Raman's desperation at this point, but I don't know if it's costing him or not. I really hope it doesn't.
The thing remains though was the gap between Shrikant and Raman. It's still 6 seconds. The gap has remained as is. He's not fighting Optical at this point. He was only fighting Shrikant. So he did not necessarily. Yellow, Ace is spun.
I am
Rahul gets a
Rahul.
penalty. Rahul gets a 3-second penalty. Ace is lost his entire front wing, and that is going to cause a little trouble for him. Quite a big issue for him. But now just see this. 3 seconds separate Archit and Domithor. Rahul gets another penalty. He will have a look at his front wing situation in a moment. It looks to be fine. Let's have a look at Domithor and Archit. So 3 seconds separate Archit and Shrikant. And what's happening?
Archit had a very interesting moment there into that Dorito curb where he just lost his bearing. So, what's the tire wears? Chips. I haven't seen that actually.
I don't think we can see the tire wear. You mean the tire temps?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
sorry. Number of
Archit
laps as we
boxing.
see.
Archit boxing. Um,
If it's not going to be dry, has Raman pulled out a masterstroke?
well, he didn't have
Touch
yeah,
all the
touch
wood in the
wood.
world, but
Yeah, there's some wood you don't want to be touching, but apart from that,
yeah,
conventional like chairs and tables, you may definitely shoot there.
Domithor's bank account would be a very famous one right now. I'm pretty sure in the Red Bull garage
Yeah,
because
because
he really has to hold
he
Raman
needs
up
to
for
defend
Shrikant.
like a lion, which he is doing right now. And mind you, at this point in time, Raman with his penalty will fall down a few places. Okay, Rahul is retired in the pits. That's
Oh,
fine.
that's
That's unfortunate, but
yeah.
it's fine. It's not on the track. Domithor is not going to yield. Raman will be pushing. Look, as I was just going to say, his battery indicator is on, and
Domithor didn't fight it.
Domithor is not fighting it. I think he's trying to go for the switchback. As there you see Shrikant, there you see Raman, and there you see Domithor. They're all very close to one another. Now it's going to be a matter
3.6
of
seconds.
Now it's going to be a matter of Raman versus Shrikant. Who comes out on top? If you're
You do
Shrikant,
have to
yeah,
pit, right? You can't
no,
just.
you don't. You don't. In a wet race, you don't have to pit. You're not regulated to pit. It's not necessary for you to pit. Sorry.
Oh
Regulation dictates
god.
that you pit during a
Because
dry
if
race.
if he's doing what I think he's doing, Shrikant,
No stopper.
I don't know. I I don't know how that's gonna play out. To be honest, it might play out for him fine for this race, but
It might give
the
him
tire
P3
wear.
though. It might give him P3.
Yeah, it might
That's
just
what
give
I
him
heard.
P3 because Domitor will, of course, not.
Also, Raman has
Yes,
to claw back 3 seconds and then he has to gain 3 seconds
that's true.
compared to Shrikant. So in total, at this point in time, he has to gain 6 seconds purely on track. No safety cars are going to help him out. No cars are going to help him out either. Apart from those two ahead of him, should they have something happen to them. Touch wood.
Let's
But
touch all the
Raman
wood.
is Raman is gaining time. Is also not gaining time. If you look at the timing indicator, he's gained a tenth. He gained 3, but then he lost 2. So
I'm
is
so
he
curious
starting to
to
struggle?
I don't know, 9 lap old vets. If he is struggling, he should be definitely not struggling as much as Shrikant is.
Oh, Falcon
Because
and
nine.
Jin. I think
Oh,
Jin squeezed Falcon into the wall there by the looks of it. That was a little too naughty there.
yeah, Jin's being a little
So,
naughty there into the entry.
and
Someone might
Falcon
strike his
is
Kundalini,
angry.
but
Falcon is going for the aggressive dive there, and Jin spins.
oh no, the Dorito curve.
That's a
The
no.
curse
He
of the
spun on
Dorito
his own.
curve.
He spun on his own.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
he spun all on his own. That was entirely on Jin. That's a Jin spin. You don't see that too often there. Yeah,
sorry, that made me laugh.
that was the intention, so I'm happy about that it made you laugh. Oh, he spits! He pits Jin! Is he gonna
He
pit for
spins or he
Inters?
pits? He pits. He
Pits,
pits.
pits.
No, he's pitting for wets.
Look at Smith, look at
So
the way he's just having to crawl around the track. There's no grip on those 20 lap olds wets. Let's have a look at his strategy. Jin has gone for a fresh set of wet tires, so
Tips, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm sorry.
no problem, no worries. As I see what's going on here between Archit, Harshi, and Sid. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You switch to the midfield for a moment, and this is what happens. Once again, City has issues. We do carry on though. Jin gains a position as a result, and the two Alfa Romeo straight places as what's going on here between the two Williams cars, Bullist and Harshi. Okay, that's Harshi going very slow on that curb, and he gets out the way. No front wing for Harshi. It's no front wing for Harshi. Jin is passed up into P11 and soon to be P10 as Abhi is laying out a red carpet and more velveteen carpet with the way he just got out the way of the racing line for Jin there. You need somebody like Abhi in every race, especially in the D1 race.
True, true. I'm back.
You're
The
back.
wet weather has forced me to go to the washroom once, to be honest. But yeah, I'd just like to point out something, Chips.
Yes.
8.5 seconds to P2 and increasing. That's brilliant race from Rishabh. Good thing I'm not race engineer today. But I think he's done that really well. Shrikant and Raman.
I think what Shrikant should look to do now is just hold up Raman. Because assuming that Raman will at some point get past him, all he can do at the moment is make sure that he wastes Raman's time. Make sure that Raman's stuck behind him for as long as he can. And look, there's a gambler. Harshi is on the Inters.
I don't think that will pay off, but Raman is. Let's just stay on Raman and Shrikant.
Yeah, that's
for
what
these
Harsha
next few
said. The
laps
thing is, the
because
gap was just coming down. There was not much else happening. That's why we have to focus on the others
Yeah,
as
I
well.
think-
Now we focus on them because they're 1 second apart, but they were 3 seconds apart. There's no point focusing on them at that point. Let's have a look, Raman.
Oh, Raman! Raman, brother.
Something's up with Raman. Something is getting in his mind. He does not need to be taking these risks and mosquitoes out. No safety car,
He must have
obviously.
crashed on the
Obvious
track.
reason.
Yeah.
But let's see, once again, Raman makes up all the time he lost in just one corner. Domathor has fit on lap 23 and he's going really
This
slow into the pit
is,
lane.
I think this is as like neutralized a race can get because there can be no safety cars. It's just down to pace now,
That's true.
and it's between Shrikant and Ram. Oh
Mind you,
man.
there's one additional thing that could happen here. Should these two, Shrikant and Raman, championship contenders, have any issues, the beneficiary is going to be Falcon, who is 7 seconds behind them at the moment.
At the
There's a little
moment.
battle going on here. Jin, Vintage, and Domathor. We'll have a look at this for just a moment before we switch back to Raman and Shrikant. And this contact, Vintage forces Jin wide.
Vintage.
But Jin does get past. And no, never mind. It's not over yet because we have Bollister joining this little battle here. And there's almost contact. There is contact there. And they're in the grass. They're in the gravel. They're in the sand. Whatever you might want to say. But they're still on the track. They're still in the race. Going
I
back
think
to these
Vintage
two.
is Vintage. The third person POV is really helping him for all that. I think.
That's true. I think that's.
But Ramen 6 tenths now, Chip 7 tenths.
Yeah, I did catch.
It's under a
It was
second.
6 tenths. I caught back up to him. It went back up to 8 tenths. So I think
Oh, Shrikant made a mistake.
now this is going to be crucial. I think the only sensible part for him to Shrikant should cover the inside. That's the only thing he must do right now. Oh no, Raman's not even trying to go for an overtake here. Shrikant does not need to go for a defense here. He just needs to get a good exit out of this corner, which is very, very crucial. Which he has for the most part. So what he needs to do is cover the inside everywhere, aggressively and religiously. Has some fantastic chats in the live chat. Love to see it. Smith in P6, and I think we'll just focus on this now for the time being. Because now Raman is right there. Shrikant has to defend it. Shrikant has nothing else that he can do. He has to defend it. But Raman gets
Raman
a
is
poor
struggling.
exit. It's a poor exit, but still, Raman will use battery. Shrikant will use battery. This is what they've saved up all the battery for. What should Shrikant do? Cover the inside? I think that's what he should do. Shrikant should cover the inside. Raman will attempt to move down the inside definitely. That's what he's covered off. Shrikant's done it well. Shrikant is still going to hold on to P2 for the time being. As Vintage gets another penalty, we will have a look at all the penalties in a moment. So, Bollister with a penalty. We should have a look at the rest of the field as well for a moment. This is getting spicy.
With 6 laps left, and this is really spicy. I'm literally speechless. I don't have much to say because there's a storm brewing here, and Shrikant makes a mistake again at that final. He really hates that.
He needs to
last couple of
slow down a
corners.
little better there
Oh.
as Raman will go for the inside. Sorry for that. Raman, but no, he's not going for the move here. Raman needs
He's
to
playing it
remember
smart.
Raman has to make the move and then gain 3 seconds. That's, I think, a characteristic that he's not been able to remember.
That's a very. Raman really struggles there.
Raman going for the dive. Raman not going for the dive. Shrikant cutting across, trying to. Oh, I think that this Domathor who's stolen the fastest lap away from Raman. That is crucial. At a stage in the championship where every point matters, there's a point that's been taken away from Raman, an additional point. That's a good teammate. Domathor's been a good teammate here. I think he could have been a little better if he would have held up Raman, which he didn't. It was like Botas at Russia 21.
Oh, Raman is going for it. Raman is going for it.
Yep. Right there
They're going
to witness
side by
it.
side.
And this is going to be crucial as they come to turn 9 and 10. Who is it going to be? Who's it going to be? Let's have a look. It is Raman for now. But there's an Alpine in the way. That's not the Alpine of Optical. That's the Alpine of Abdul Samad, who's been disconnected since the first lap. Trust an Alpine to give us some extra entertainment as Raman. Yeah, I don't think Shrikant can do much here. But yeah, Alpine giving us a little cameo there, even when it's down in 16th place. We love this.
The Alpine never left. Chips.
Alpine
The
never left.
leaves.
Just stepped aside for a while as Danny Rick says.
Yeah.
But, well,
I think that's pretty much the race, unless something
Yeah.
else drastic happens. That's pretty much the race. I
And
was
look,
actually hoping for them to fight really hard,
look at
but they
Hershey.
both killed
Look
it.
at he's coming at rocket speed. Ace was going at the speed of a cycle almost. Nothing that he could do there. The Inters, I think, are the right tire at the moment, sir. Are they? Or was that just uh,
I
consequential?
still think it's a gamble.
I think it's consequential. Yeah, because
At
consequential.
best,
There you go. It's consequential. He's gone deep into Dorito curve and Ace is back ahead. For the time being, is it? This is a great little power struggle here. Old wet tires, not really old wet tires, but okay, this is more entertaining than anything else going on in the entire field here. These two are at
I don't
loggerheads.
want to jinx. I don't
Yeah.
want to jinx this, Chips, by the way, but Puncher is still not an out of consideration, by the way.
And the person who will have to worry about that is Shrikant and Smith and
Exactly.
Abhi.
And Abhi.
Yeah, Abhi is not somebody who's spoken about for the entire race because
Yeah.
he's laying out a red carpet, silver carpet, golden carpet, platinum, velveteen carpet for all those who come up to him. But for his own race, he's gonna struggle because he has a penalty here coming up front. See, the one thing I want to mention is that I don't wanna jinx it here or something, but Shrikant is still within a second of Raman. Yellow, Ballista's out.
Oh, that's a.
That's gonna
Is
promote
that?
Abhi into the points. That's gonna promote Abhi into the points. So it has kind of helped him out there.
Yeah.
Domathor with is pumping in fastest lap after fastest lap. Domathor is a man on a mission. And that mission is to get the fastest lap and get as many points and positions as he can. Can he get past Archit and can he get past Falcon as well? It's within arm's reach for him. He is on fresh tires, and if Archit continues to do stuff like that, he will be overtaken by Dominic. Up front, let's have a look. How Optical is. Well, he's not too far off lapping Vintage instead, mind you. He's about, say, 10 seconds away from that. So that won't happen by the end of this race. But let's have a look.
Ramen took the grass there. Ramen, why are you taking grass?
Raman
Um,
is playing it safe as he should. Shrikant is. He has to push. Shrikant has to push. We will have 2 laps left once we cross the line. It's
they are
imperative for
both pretty
Shrikant
much
that
out
he
of
pushes.
battery.
Yeah, it's imperative for
Much out of
Shrikant.
battery.
And I think Raman has marginally more battery than Shrikant at the moment, so that should be a little to look out for from the end of the race. But let's have a look. Shrikant navigates the last turn well this time round, so that's what he should have done when he
Now,
had Raman behind him. What's happening? What's happening?
lot of oversteer there. The rares have given up. The tires have given up.
For
Shrikant's
Shrikant?
tires. It's the last lap, right? No,
Penultimate,
28.
penultimate,
Sorry,
penultimate, yeah.
penultimate lap.
Have a look at onboard with
Oh man.
Shrikant. I think he's faring better than Smith at the moment. Shrikant. If you look at
Yeah,
Smith,
I mean, honestly, Shrikant, Smith, and Abhi, brilliant
Smith
job.
is really
Brilliant job.
struggling. Abhi is definitely struggling as we saw him off the track there. Sorry. We have Domathor on the back of Archit, and I think Shrikant is teetering on the edge of the 3 second window that he needs to stay within. And look,
Yeah.
okay, optical illusion is just dropped to within less than 10 seconds for a brief moment there before going back up to 10 seconds. What's going on there? What's going on up front?
I'm not
Is he
sure
just trying to
myself.
get it home? No penalties, a clean race?
I'm not
That would be
sure. I'm
perfect.
on
That would be
board with
perfect
him.
for him.
On board
Domathor,
with him,
Archit,
Rishabh.
and
Don't let me
Falcon.
down.
Domathor, Archit, and Falcon very, very close. And I think this is gonna get a little interesting, a little spicy here. As Falcon, he is the leader of the pack, but he is on the oldest stars as well. And okay, Domathor attempting a move, but he causes himself grief. He did cause Archit to go a little offline there. But this is going to be the last lap of the race for our race leader, Optical Illusion. Shrikant is 4 seconds behind once we cross the line. That is not going to bode well for him. Unless there's a massive moment for Raman, Shrikant will not get this P2. And have a look at this little battle here. For P4, mind you, it's Falcon, Archit, and Domathor. They go into turn one. They all stay as they are. Domitor can't make the move right now. But I think Archit might attempt to move. He might attempt to dive at turn 3. Or he will try to move on the outside. Not sure. And I think Smith will finish ahead of Jim despite all their woes. And this is getting very interesting. Are you following this as well? The battle for P4?
I am watching Rishabh right now.
Getting emotional. Like I hear the emotion in your voice.
Yeah, I honestly, well done, well done. Do you want to go on board with him, Chips, at this point? He's in the final sector.
I do. As we see Archit make a mistake, but that is not gonna hamper optical illusions progress. Sid, we have had a moment as well. Even that will not hamper or dampen optical illusion spirit. What a fantastic drive! Pole position, led for a good majority of the race, and now he crosses the last corner, comes up to the last corner, and he should weave across the line to celebrate a brilliant victory for the Alpine team.
Dominant
Well done,
performance.
Optical Illusion. Well
Let's
done.
go, Rishabh! Let's
Well
go!
done.
He's
Well done.
shouting! He's shouting!
I can hear that in the background. Raman is P2. He's 6 seconds clear of Shrikant. The gamble did not pay off for him in the end. But what's it gonna be? It's gonna be Falcon. It's gonna be Domitor. It is gonna be Falcon who hangs on. Fantastic drive, Falcon. Amazing. Archit with that mistake at the end. Lost P5. My word though. Amazing, amazing drive by Optical Illusion there. Amazing. Somehow
Oh
Smith held
man.
on ahead of Jin. But that's unbelievable. Fantastic drive by Optical. I would not have expected that.
I didn't expect this either. I mean, brilliant performance. I think it's time for D1, I think, for Rishabh.
Yeah. Back to D1. Welcome back.
Welcome back to D1, Rishabh. Welcome back. It's been a while. Oh, I'd love to see that, to be honest.
And there's a
For reasons, big reasons. But
so,
great performance. Great performance by Shrikant. Raman, little unfortunate there with the penalty, but still managed to bring it out P2. So that's good for him.
definitely. And
What a
there's
race, Chips.
that's I was honestly expecting the D2 field to give Optical a tougher fight, but they just outclassed them all today. That's really well
And
done.
I just want to point this out, by the way. The one time I decide to do comms with you, the two Alpine boys in the comms, and Alpine wins, gets pole position in qualifying. I don't think it's a coincidence.
Such a coincidence.
There are no coincidences, real. Master
Sid,
Uwe has truly mastered us at this point.
and Sid is also enjoying the fantastic win for Optical Illusion, and Jin's result is showing as P13, which is not the case. He is P8. So we will have a look at that in the end. I hope the stewards remember to look at that. But yeah, the one race is back on cones. This is what happens. Alpine wins, and it's an Alpine sandwich.
Well, you can say that, I guess.
It's P1 and P15. And Sid B to the line. And there you go. Message back to Optical. So, exceptional by Optical. Really well done. And also, this is one of the better P2 drives I've seen this season. And for the championship, let's have a look at that. 5 points, right?
I think so. That should be it. Because
Because
the fastest lap was lost
yeah.
out, right? I think.
Yeah, fastest lap
Yeah.
went to Domitor because he was pumping in fastest lap after fastest lap. So
Yeah.
I think that is, you know, see, Shrikant will get 15 and Raman will get 18 despite the penalty. So that's gonna make it 5 points in
Rishabh
Raman's
is.
favor.
I'm just going to take a quick break there, Chip. Sorry about that. Rishabh is knocking on my door.
Go for it. Go for it. Please tell him to join the party as well. Go. And there you go. There you go. Fantastic podium. Optical Raman and Shrikant Das. 1, 3, and 2. They started P1, P2, and they finished. Optical finishes where he started. Raman from P3 moves up to P2. Shrikant from P2 falls down to P3. But further back, look. Falcon from P12 up to P4. Domitar from P4 down to P5 with the passer slap though for his troubles. Archer from 13th to 6th. Smith from 19th to 7th. Srivath from 10th to 8th. A few extra points for him there. Avi in P9 despite his penalty. And Ace is P10. Never mind, that will be a change because Jay was there. Let me run through that. And this is. Will I get to the end? It's a race against time, and I have it. We'll also get to cover this. There we go. Never mind.
I think the celebrations tonight are really going to explore our kundalinis because. Oh man.
Oh, you love to
I
see
can't
it.
stop smiling for some reason. I just can't stop smiling, and it's especially on like when you and I are doing comms. That's the best part.
That is why, sir, we say Alpine is love.
Alpine is truly love, and they're gonna have to watch this now. Go back.
Oh, we will
Should I invite the?
You can invite Optical and you invite Shrikant and Raman. That's just what you do.
You mean I invite myself? I'm already in the party.
Oh yeah. How was your race?
Good race, good race. Nothing new. Time for me to come to D1.
D1 will welcome you with open arms, but there is a rule though. You must turn right to go left.
Yeah. For I have mastered Baku.
Yes.
Oh, I can't find Rishabh. Sorry, my bad. I'll just move.
Right. Hello, Shrikant.
Has
Hello,
Raman joined?
Okay, yeah. I think they both joined. He's just waiting for you.
Yeah, Rishabh will join midway.
Okay. Have you added him to the party or?
Oh no. Yeah, now I added him, so he should join.
Okay. Let me know if you need me to invite. I can also set the invite over there.
I did just send him an invite, so let's see.
He didn't show up for me, so PlayStation sometimes. No worries. Shrikant, you here? There you go.
Ni hao, chips.
Ni hao, Shrikant. It is P3 for you, Shrikant, in the end.
Yep.
You go into the last round of the championship, which has been a fantastic championship, mind you. You go into the last round at this point in time with a 5-point deficit. How did you feel today? What was your thoughts behind your strategy of staying out the entire race? And how was the experience in the end? Because it was pretty obvious that you were struggling against Raman and to keep him behind and just even stay within 30 seconds. Just walk us through your race.
I mean, yeah, I used a pretty low wing setup because I thought that the rain will be for a few laps. Then it was full wets, and I was struggling from lap 1. Like I couldn't keep traction, I couldn't brake, and ABS off costed me way too much this time. I was overshooting every corner. That's it. Then the first VSC came out. It was just three VSCs consecutively. Like I don't know why, but yeah, it was there. Then the first safety car came out. Optical pitted. I mean Rishabh or Sai, whatever. Optical pitted. Then yeah, I thought that it's his mistake, but then the second safety car came out. And I decided to stay out because I thought that it's three VSCs, one safety car, so the tires are good. So I decided to stay out. So did Domitar, and then Domitar reminded me about this thing that there are 5 safety cars already, 3 VSCs and 2 safety cars. So there is no safety car. I was banking on a safety car for my pit stop, but then I decided it's too late to box, and yeah, I just pushed my way through that, and Raman caught up to me. That was some defending drive. My hands are still sweaty because of that. But yeah, nice drive, Raman. Nice strategy, and yeah, that was it. Then he overtook me on lap 27. Then after that, he flew off, and yeah, that's it. No stopper, run right or not.
I think it would have been a little better for your team's championship as well if the two of you would have split strategies you and Dominator. But I think those
I
were
mean, yeah,
pitted.
I told
Yeah.
Dominator on lap 21 to box so that we split it. We both don't suffer because Falcon was closing in on Dominator. So I told him just box, and he almost overtook Falcon. But yeah, that's it.
Got that. Got that. But the thing is, if either one of you would have pitted along with, sorry, Ramin during the final safety car, that would have really, really been. But nonetheless, hindsight is 2020. We will have time to review and analyze the strategies and the race later. But any closing remarks,
Yep.
Srikanth, as you go into the last round?
Nothing.
We'll speak to you soon then. Well done. Nonetheless, Sai, anything you want to ask Srikanth us?
Nah, nothing to ask. Good strategy though. Good strategy.
I know, right? Following some Alpine driver in D1, he would be proud, I guess.
Yes. Truly.
I don't think Chip is loud, but okay.
Ex-Alpine. So
Once an Alpine driver,
Decide.
always an Alpine driver.
yep.
You have that on you.
I never
Unless-
left Alpine Chips.
No, exactly. Once an Alpine driver, always an Alpine driver. You never leave. It's like the Hotel California, the song by the Eagles. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
Real.
He never left.
Well done, Srikanth. We'll get back to you in the end, and we'll get back to Raman as well in the end. But before we get back to him in the end, we'll first speak to him as P2 Raman.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, Raman. It's P2 for you. In the end, you had that 3-second penalty. You had. Sorry for that. You had. I don't think you were really challenging Optical at the end. So it was just all in all damage limitation. We noticed that you were trying a few aggressive moves while trying to slice away up the field once you made your pit stop. Just walk us through how that was, because it seemed to us like you were taking too much risk, especially at a time when you're leading the championship and you have a chance at clinching the title. Were those risks worth it?
No, not really. I mean, every time you saw me go side by side, I was the one to pull out first, because it was either if it's not a clear move, I was gonna back out, because I learned my lesson last race of trying to go side by side when it's not necessary. So yeah, I was aware of that, the 5 safety car thing, which obviously I wouldn't have wanted to box immediately after a safety car came out, but yeah, it was then or never. So I did box, and in terms of the moves, again, I think Jane Smith. I do think I had better straight line speed than all of them, because even Srikanth said he was running lower wings, but definitely not lower than me, because I was like catching my leaps and bounds on the straight. But again, like the second straight, the curved straight is where I found it easiest to overtake, and that's what I was using. But if I felt that I was not inside and ahead, or significantly ahead on the outside, I was always backing out. So I don't think I took too many risks. The 3 seconds was an annoyance. So for the 2 out of the 3 were me just not being able to see the white line because of a big blob of water on my screen. But yeah, with Srikanth, I was the most patient. Obviously, I had to be, but I knew that once I got past, because again I could tell that he was struggling. He was faster on the corners, but slower on the straights. And if I was ahead of him, he would not be able to use his advantage of being faster on the corners, whereas he would lose time on the straight. So yeah, I passed him when I did, and after that it was just a matter of time till he dropped. But yeah, insane like driving from me. I can't. I don't think I could have stayed out for the entire race on a single set of tires. So he pulled that off. So yeah, great race for him.
Definitely. It was nice to see you still battle others despite your championship standing and your chance to win the championship. But nonetheless, I think it was a pretty good performance from you. And I would just request that. Okay, Sai, do you have anything you want to ask Raman?
Yeah, Raman, great performance, first of all. I mean, you still extend the lead by a bit. Of course, you lost the fastest lap to Domator. Domator playing the team game for Red Bull.
Yeah.
That was a great race from you, man. But yeah, I don't really have much to ask, but say all the best to you for the next race. Hope you can make it. I
I
know
do.
you.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
let's see. I
Let's
do,
hope
man.
it doesn't get decided by attendance. The championship. But
But
uh,
I'm okay with it. Like whatever happens, like it was a great fight.
yeah, great. I mean, I must say, great drive throughout the season. That's what I want to say. And yeah, all the best.
Yeah.
We'll just have a little final word with you both after the interview with the man of the moment.
Can I
Optical.
take this?
Huh? Yes, why not?
Can I-
Just introduce him.
Alpine is love. Yeah, Rishabh. Yeah. I can't. I
Does this
can't.
conclusively prove that they are different people?
I really can't believe that
First of all, please, yes, can I just say, stellar life from you. I would love to see it.
He's very robotic. He's very
Okay,
robotic.
one thing, optical. I mean, Rishabh, you are already better than PSI.
Yeah, Rishabh, your voice is breaking a bit, but
I can't hear Rishabh, but yeah,
Yeah.
you are
Yeah,
already
mic
better
too.
than PSI. And congrats, great drive.
If you can join from
Yeah,
the phone or
network
something,
issue.
or something.
But phone se party share hoega? I actually don't know.
Or if you can come over to your room and speak from your mic.
Actually, yeah, we should do that. Rishabh, come here. I should come here.
Come here.
You sure?
First time in IRL history. Just leave the
Yeah.
party. Just leave the party.
Okay.
There's a first for everything, Chips. But
It's first.
Yeah.
Just like Alpine. Today's Alpine's first. And another first.
yeah. Okay, you can be on mute, but you can speak through my mic. But yeah, great drive, Rishabh. Honestly, I mean, great performance there. I didn't expect you to get pole. To be honest, I was expecting Shrikant to do that, but 11 seconds. What was it, Chips? 12 seconds gap in the end. I think.
Yeah. 11 and a
Yeah,
half.
really well driven by you, man. What do you have to say? What do you want to say?
Honestly, first of all, I'd just like to say this is the best race I've ever driven, and great strategy overall. I was actually relying on safety cars to come so that I can go out on fresh tires, and surprisingly, Shrikant didn't pit, so I had an edge over him with a fresher set of tires, and at the end, I could overtake him around the outside, which was, excuse my wording, which was pretty much orgasmic. So. So that was pretty satisfying, and the main idea was just to build out a healthy lead near the end and just bring it home. And I'd like to dedicate this race to all of my fans, all my supporters in this league, especially Shrikant, VFix, Yash, Vintage, everyone, especially most of the league. I would just like to dedicate this race. Thank you for taking such an interest in my life, in my personal life, going to my Instagram. Finally, I'm famous. I guess I can tell my mom, I'm famous now. So yeah.
Okay. To clarify, I did stalk him on Insta, so yeah, that's it.
No. Yeah. So yeah, I'd love to have some more support from all of you guys throughout this entire season, throughout the nearing the end of the season, so that I can just deliver such spectacles of races to you guys. I just love it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
That monologue has me speechless, Chips. I don't know what to say. All I can say is Alpine is love. That's all I can say.
Alpine is love. It's such-
Alpine is love in the end. In the end, it has happened. Yeah. But yeah, Chips, you wanna ask him anything?
I think just how was how were these 29 laps for you?
29 laps. They were, to sum it up, just great, to be honest. In the first few laps, I didn't expect so many VSCs to come out, but yeah, the main idea was just to build out a healthy lead, pit for fresher tires, and I was also running a very high downforce setup as soon as I saw the wet weather. And I'm also a decent driver in the wets, so it was not a big problem, to be honest. And after such a string of performances that I would not have imagined from myself, some disappointing performances, it was great to see a win, a first win finally. I just love it.
Well, we all love to see it personally. The two of us, sometimes we really did love to see it. It's amazing. Just want to say congrats to you. Really, really well done. Well done, Rishabh.
Chips, do you hear that?
Nope.
Oh, come
How about
on.
What was that?
What is love?
I love it.
This
Can
has
we
to
ban
happen.
PSA already?
This has to happen when we are on the we are on comms and an Alpine wins, Chips. It's traditions.
It is.
It has to be a tradition. And
What is
real. Anyway, I'm gonna leave Rishabh. You go have your meeting. He's in a meeting there, so I think we can.
Okay, well done. Well done to you, Rishabh. I think we can let you go now. Congrats once again. I think he's gone. Otherwise,
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
so just a final concluding remark from these two. Shrikant, first from you because you are the one
Yeah.
chasing. Shrikant, you go into Brazil, which is the best place to have a finale. Thank you, Caesar, for that. Shrikant, 5 points behind going into Brazil. What's your mindset? How are you going to approach this last race?
Nothing. Just be cool and score some points. Stay ahead of Ramen. That's it from my side. And don't fuck up qual. Okay, my bad. But yeah, don't F up the quali.
Screen पे बोलता है
Jesus,
बंदा।
censor it out, please.
So we will be looking after your progress. I don't think there's going to be any reports against either of you. So give or take, there's 5 points between you. You have to outscore Ramen by 6. So that's your target. I wish you all the best, and you have a good race at Brazil. We now go over to Raman for the final remark from him. Championship leader, Raman, you here?
Yeah, hi.
Raman, there's 5 points between you and Shrikant. Is that enough of a safety buffer for you going into the last race, or would you have liked
Definitely Of course, I would have liked more, and the last 2-3 races have not gone my way. That's why I think if I do end up losing it, which I might, I really don't fancy my chances of ending the last race, and it's something completely out of my control. But yeah, I'll do my best. I hope for a chaotic end to the season. That's the best way to end it.
It's Brazil, Raman. It's Brazil.
It
It's
is
always
Brazil.
chaotic there.
Yeah, exactly.
Expect
There was another 5 safety cars, mixed conditions. Take that.
Expect the unexpected, especially in Brazil. It's a beautiful track, and I just want to wish you all the best. Take it with a cool, calm head. Don't try to think of any outcomes from the get-go. Just take it as it comes. There are 36 laps ahead of both of you. I wish you both all the best. We will be speaking to both of you at the end of the Brazil race, come what may. So I just want to wish you all the best for the third time I'm saying it. But yeah. Have a
Thanks,
nice
Chip
one.
Sensor.
Yes.
Yep.
Shubkaran, basically. So well.
We will conclude it here. Congrats once again, Optical, Raman and Shrikant. Thank you sincerely, Sai. It has been a joy to have you back on
Thank
Comms.
you, Chips. Thank you. We need to have more of these.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Love
Yeah.
to have you.
Thank you, Chips. I really miss this. I'm not gonna lie. I really miss this doing comms with you. But good to be back. Good to be back.
Likewise. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope to see you next week as well. Let's hope for the best. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Until then, it was us. That is the conclusion to the penultimate round of Season 11 Division 2 IRL. We will see you tomorrow for the D1 race around Australia, this very same track, Land Down Under, and stay tuned for next week. We will be bringing to you D2 finale. Get ready, it's going to be a wild ride. Until then, thank you, take care, good night, and bye-bye.